In a quiet room at the edge of an ordinary city, two sisters stand before a single mirror. They smile at each other, yet they can only meet inside the glass. Their names are Nelly and Neev, conjoined at the back of the head. Two minds, two voices, two lives bound by bone, skin, and a tangle of vessels that hum like a hidden river. Doctors have a word for it: Craniopagus, rare beyond imagining. Some never survive. Some are separated after years of planning. Others cannot be, because a single vein, a single shared channel of blood, makes the price of separation unforgivable. For Nelly and Neev, the choice is not a dramatic surgery. The choice is the choreography of everyday life. Watch them move. A doorway is a duet. A chair is a negotiation. Buttons, laces, zippers, each a small conference of hands. Are you ready? A little left. Wait. Again. Their bodies learn the angles that don't hurt, the turns that keep headaches at bay, the pauses that let nausea pass like a cloud. Over time, the dance becomes muscle memory, grace written into the smallest motions. The world looks. It always does. Some stares are curious, some are kind, some are knives. But the sisters answer with a courage that sounds like laughter. They film their mornings, their hacks, their tiny victories, not to be a spectacle, but to be seen as human. They show how they rest with pillows that forgive pressure, how they share a playlist and argue about which chorus is better, how they stretch before walking long streets because necks that share a gravity also share a toll. Inside, something complicated and beautiful is happening. Two streams of sensation, two private inner rooms. When Nelly drifts quiet, Neev notices it like a change in weather. When Neev brightens, Nelly feels her own chest lift. Not one mind divided, but two lives in permanent company. Close enough to listen, free enough to disagree. They remember the specialists, the scans, the long explanations laid out in cool fluorescent light, the risks, the maps of vessels, the soft-voiced warnings. This vein is not negotiable. That sinus cannot be crossed. Separation would turn a question mark into a period, and so the sisters chose the only future that was truly theirs. Not to be undone, but to become. Pain visits, sometimes as a throb that drums behind the eyes, sometimes as a sudden wave that makes the floor tilt. They respect it. Slow down. Breathe. Tea. Darkness. A soft voice saying, "I'm here." Then when the storm passes, they laugh again, because laughing is a kind of rebellion. People ask always the same question: what does it feel like? They answer patiently: we are two. We are not a puzzle to be solved by a single solution. We do not want to be ripped apart to make anyone feel comfortable. The measure of dignity is not the number of heads. It is the right to define our own life. And there is joy, unashamed, a birthday that has two wishes, a joke that only they find funny, a song sung badly on purpose, matching jackets that make them look like conspirators in a plan no one else understands. The mirror becomes a portal, giving them what anatomy denies: true eye contact, face to face. They lean in, meet themselves and each other, and grin. If you stand with them long enough, the story changes. It stops being about shock and starts being about skill. Not about tragedy, but adaptation. Not about miracle, but will. Nelly and Neev are not a curiosity, not a headline, not a moral lesson wrapped in skin. They are two young women working out how to study, to travel, to love, to argue, to forgive, to rest, in a world that expects symmetry and gets something far more interesting instead. So remember this: when an image flashes by and asks you to stare, look longer, past the surprise, past the questions, past the urge to fix what was never broken. See the choreography, hear the conversation, feel the patience, admire the stubborn, ordinary bravery of showing up for each other every day. Two sisters, one mirror, a future approached in step, together, on purpose, and unafraid.